morning, everyone.
Good morning.
It is time to light the Christ candle, and the Christ candle for us illumines our way.
Well, I did it earlier. Yeah, I don't know. You talk now. I like to
They
like.
don't let me play with fire.
You can do it. Come on, you can do it. Uh-huh. I did it. You did it.
Oh,
Well, God help.
well, thank you. Thank you. And as you follow along in the bulletin, our affirmation, we are a radiating center of divine love, mighty to attract our good and to radiate good to others. Now is the daily word, and if anyone would like to take their seats. Okay. And now Edward will be reading the daily word.
Hey. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Edward.
The daily word today is life. With joy, I dance the fountain of life. Observing children playing in a fountain, I hear them laughing as they dart through sprays of water. Surprised by sudden gayers, the sun turns the wafting mist into prisms of color, a reminder that the same joy and light dance in me. Life can feel like a fountain, fun, but sometimes catching me by surprise. If I resist, I grow wary. But when I move with its rhythm, dodging, laughing, and dancing, I feel the pulse of divine life. Even in challenging circumstances, I can regard the spray as refreshment, the soaking as grace. Each of these baptisms becomes an invitation to cleansing, renewal, and awakening. A chance to grow in spirit. As I join in life's dances, I am lifted. Creativity awakens, joy abounds, and I feel fully alive. In Psalm 36:9, for with you is the fountain of life. For your light we see light.
Thank you, Edward. It's your turn. A song we have not sung in a while, and we used to sing it every Sunday as our opening song. Presence of the Lord, it is in the back of your book. Let's raise the roof. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can see His mighty power and His grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see glory on each face. Surely
Beautiful. Now it is time for sharing. Does anyone have any news to share?
Sure. I've got my own mic. Our surgery ladies are doing very well. Jan is residing at our home and she's doing very well. And hers was a knee surgery, and Patty had back surgery and she's doing well. I haven't been able to speak with her, but I get updates every day from her daughter. And Patty is going to be right now she's residing with her sister Dee, who lives in Twin Lake. And I guess things are going along, and praise everyone who had a hand in that, whether it was prayers or hands-on at the hospital. I was there for a good portion of it, and people were amazing. All the staff and the doctors were very thorough in explaining things, and they were on it. So there you are. Praise God.
Charles.
To answer any questions that anyone has, yes, Diane's doing fine. I talked to her this morning. I'm trying to get untangled. I talked to her this morning at about 3 o'clock, I think. It was early. She's doing fine, doing well, having a good time. The only person that isn't doing very well is her granddaughter, Lucy. She had a tonsillectomy.
Oof.
And they told her it'd be 4 days and everything would be fine. That was 10 days ago. They're talking about taking her back to the hospital today, so they can use all the prayers you got to help her, Lucy, to quit crying. They're running out of ice cream. That's true. And I don't think there's anything else that I'm supposed to remember. My memory is shot, so. Okay, well, it's nice to see so many people.
Are there any other announcements?
Don't forget to sign up for treats.
Oh,
That's a good one.
that's a good one. Don't forget to sign up for treats. We do enjoy our treats after the service.
And don't anybody bother to water the orchids. I've already done that.
Oh,
That's his job.
okay. Well, if there are no other announcements, then we will sing number 109, Be Thou My Vision. Trying to decide what the topic was going to be for today, I mulled over several ideas, and I spent quite a bit of time thinking about what it would be. And then came the aha moment, because the title was right there all along. It is the thought that counts. So we spend most of our waking hours thinking. Some thoughts are fleeting. Some are reoccurring, and they're on a loop, and we play them over and over again. Some are humorous, light, and inspiring, but sometimes we have intrusive or troubling thoughts. But think we do, and we question and we doubt, and we accept and we reject, and we do this over and over again. Each of us can only speak from our perception, and that is derived from our experiences. This is our reality, and our minds create what is real for us. And then our emotions add some texture to everything, and now we feel. Our thoughts are very alive. They are powerful. And we add, we subtract, we multiply, and this is how our perception of events are shaped. So, what is it that we think about all day long? Well, sometimes, it's tasks that we need to do. Sometimes it's about where we would like to go, or what we want to eat, or just the mundane things, the everyday things. But sometimes we get stuck. We get stuck. I can remember looking back at myself as a young child. I was very shy, very quiet, reserved, not always at home, but in a new situation. It took me a while, and I wanted to make sure that I was doing everything correctly. And so that can tie you up in a knot. It really can. And so you're always on guard to make sure that you're not making any errors. And so you want to be perfect. If anyone can give me a definition of what perfect is.
Absolutely not.
However, once you get into that mindset, the only thing you're certain of is you're not it. So, if you can't define it, and you're still striving for it, there is a lot of frustration that builds up. It took a while. It really took a while for things to change. But first, I had to play a game. And it's the game called Woulda, Coulda, Shoulda. Now, it's a game that you can play for a lifetime. And it's not always a real pleasant game here, because it can drown out your reason, your initiative, your growth. It's a thief. It robs you of your peace and energy. And yet, we engage in it. Somehow, it has a pull. Now, there's only one rule for this game. This game wants all of our time. It wants all of our energy, our creativity, our complete attention, and devotion. That's all. Okay. Now, it has a vested interest in rule number 1 because it needs us to exist. Its existence depends totally on us, completely on us. And we're not aware of our power there, are we? So while we're playing this game, our minds are very active. We are recalling events. We were recalling situations, slips. We examine them in minute detail, and it's on a loop playing in our minds. Everything is magnified. So what's the premise here of the story? Well, we messed up. We missed the mark. And not only that, we'll never be forgiven. And they'll never forget what we did. Now, there is a point here. The amount of weight or importance that you give this event is where things go awry, okay? Boy, our imagination is hyperactive while playing the game, and we don't seem to learn very quickly that things that have brought us such distress in the morning tend to be nothing. The people that we think are going to be angry with us or whatever the situation is, it seems to dissipate. It's gone. So all of that energy that we have used was, shall we say, wasted. So something grabs our attention, and it grabs it so intensely that we create a scenario in our mind, and this is how it kind of begins. So we create a scenario in our mind. We create. There it is. We create. Is this our purpose? To create, to build? Is that drive so strong that we will seek any outlet if we don't give it direction? Now, 2 weeks ago, Charles told us that we need to focus and ask for what we want. It appears that we haven't been doing that. Otherwise, we wouldn't have created the game. This game has a hold sometimes on us, and we have a very difficult time even realizing that we're playing the game. So, what do we know? We created it. So, I think that we also have the ability to dissolve it. Seems simple. And it is, but we do have to remember that there is always an imprint that remains. And it takes a while, because what it amounts to is we have to acknowledge it, bless it on its way. And sometimes we need to just say, I forgive myself, because we tend to be our harshest critic. We tend to be our harshest critic. So we know some of the elements there. Trying to be perfect. Trying never to rock the boat. I can remember being in school and thinking, oh, please don't call on me to spell that word. Oh, please don't ask me to go to the blackboard and solve this problem. Oh, please don't ask me to read out loud, because maybe, just maybe, I don't know how to pronounce each word. In reality, I generally did know the answer, and generally I did know how to spell the word, but I was so fearful of making a mistake. And it does tie us in a knot. So there must be a way for us to release its hold. So how do we do that? I have found that through experiences that we gather, sometimes we don't even think about them. But when you're asked to do a talk, it's amazing how much information that you truly have stored right here. If we can just get our feet to go with it and move with it, you know. But it's there. We have received so much from our parents, from our siblings, our teachers, even strangers, and then coming to church. How many Sundays have we been given information that could change our lives for the better? Information that helps us grow. Information that gives us peace. Lets us partake in the joy of living. Every day we receive something blessed. We just have to be aware. You know, one of the great things about being part of Unity, I'm going to give the choir a plug here, okay? Because the songs that we sing, the melodies stay with us. And the lyrics, now you may not always be able to hear the lyrics, but some of them are quite impactful and stay with us. Every morning when I wake up, there is a saying that I put it to music because it's from one of our Thanksgiving hymns. And every morning I say it. And, you know, I started to do other things as well. It's thank you, God, for the freshness of the morning. Thank you, God, for the clear blue sky above. Thank you, God, for the bright new day that's dawning, filled with all your love. We're starting our day out knowing that even though the sky may be gray, above it, it is blue and the sun is shining. So every day I do that. And every day I bless people that come to mind. And if I'm awake in the night, I start saying blessings for everybody that comes to mind, and then ask that for those that I know and for those unknown to me who may be having an issue, asking for God to bless them and strengthen them and be with them. You know, it changes your outlook. You have less time to play the game. And it happens slowly, and it happens without us even realizing that there is a shift. I ask for my daily portion of grace, and I always ask that the spiritual power, the Spirit of God, be turned on, that I'm aware, that my path is illumined, and that God's healing power and presence and grace is at work in me and in all situations. It has made a difference. It has made a decided difference. And it was quiet. It was very quiet. It didn't arrive with symbols. In fact, you step back and realize that there is a change. That the feelings of anxiety or worry have dissipated. I don't have time for them because now when something comes to mind, I'm saying blessings. That is life-changing, and we just need to be aware. Just be aware. You know, we are a child of God. From the Bible, ye are the light of the world. Ye are the light of the world. And there is also the awareness that we are human. I believe, help my unbelief. Because sometimes we truly do need encouragement. Sometimes we don't know which way to turn. But look around. There are angels that we entertain unaware. They are everywhere. They are willing to help. We are divinely guided. We just have to be aware. We just have to be aware. And then I had also a moment, aha moment while I was doing this, and I thought, well, you know, in Ecclesiastes it says, for everything there's a time for and everything moves in its time. And I thought, maybe that's what I needed as a child and even growing up. I needed more time to process. My mind was really working on what if this, what if that, what if, you know, I would be very good at quality control, I think. But I just needed time to catch up. I needed order, and I still like order. And things moving in a linear fashion. Oh yes, I do like that. And so things were sometimes rushed in school, or for me, it seemed that it was rushed. And I needed to have the basics. So maybe that's what's happened to me now. I've maybe finally caught up. And I've got the basics. I've got the basics. You know, it said, ask and it will be given you. Seek and you will find. Knock and it will be open for you. I remember as a child, my mom was an avid reader. Just an avid reader. And she really wanted us to enjoy the same pleasure of opening a book. So, you know, she would read to us. And I'm going to go full circle here because this is one of the books. There was a happy little train that had a jolly load to carry, and her cars were filled with good things for boys and girls, toys, and delicious food. The little train was carrying all these wonderful things to the children on the other side of the mountain, and she puffed along merrily. But then all of a sudden, she stopped with a jerk. She simply could not go another inch. She tried and tried, but her wheels would not turn. Well, one of the toys said, "Here comes a shiny new engine. Let's ask him to help us. Please, shiny new engine, would you pull our train over the mountain?" But the shiny new engine snorted, "I pull you? I'm a passenger engine. I've carried a fine big train over the mountain with more cars than you ever dreamed of. I pull the likes of you? Indeed not." And off he steam to the roundhouse. Well, the passenger engine is not the only one in the world. Here comes another engine. It's a great big strong one. Let's ask if he'll help us. Big engine, would you please pull our train over the mountain? But the big strong engine bellowed, I'm a freight engine. I have just pulled a big train loaded with big machines over the mountain, and I am a very important engine indeed. I won't pull the likes of you. And the freight engine puffed off indignantly to the roundhouse. Well, you know, the freight engine isn't the only train in the world. Here comes another one. Oh, but he looks very old and tired. But our train is so little. Perhaps he can help us. Please, kind engine, would you pull our train over the mountain? But the rusty old engine sighed. I'm so tired. I must rest my weary wheels. I cannot pull even so little a train as yours over the mountain. I cannot. I cannot. I cannot. And he rumbled to the roundhouse, chugging. I cannot. I cannot. I cannot. Here is another engine coming. A little blue engine, a very little one. Maybe she will help us. The very little engine came chugging merrily along, and when she saw the toys waving a flag, she stopped quickly. What is the matter, my friends? She asked kindly. Oh, little blue engine, our engine has broken down. Please help us. Well, I'm not very big, said the little blue engine, and they use me only for switching trains in the yard. I've never been over the mountain. Then she said, I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. And she hitched herself to the little train. She tugged and pulled and pulled and tugged, and slowly they started off. Puff and chug went the little blue engine. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. Up, up. Faster and faster the little engine climbed until at last they reached the top of the mountain. Down in the valley lay the city. Hooray! Thank you for helping us, kind little blue engine. And the little blue engine smiled and seemed to say as she puffed steadily down the mountain, I thought I could. I thought I could. I thought I could. My mom would read the story to us, and I picked up right away that the little engine that could help was a little girl. And that made an impression. And the others were too busy. They were far stronger, and it would have been no effort for them. But they chose another path. There was a bit of arrogance on their part. But did you notice how she greeted? What is the matter, my friends? Was her greeting. She did not look down upon them. And she assessed it, thinking, well, you know, I'm small, but that's a small train, and, you know, I've done work around here, and, well, you know, that mountain doesn't really look that tall. I mean, you know, I think I can. Maybe, just maybe, we will say that to ourselves. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. And know that it is possible. It is possible. So what I find here is that sometimes the gift of doubt may lead us to the promised land and the land of milk and honey, because we have to explore. And then sometimes we find we shall not cease from exploration, and at the end of all of our exploring will be to arrive where we started and know the place for the first time. That is T.S. Eliot. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars, and you have a right to be here from the Desperado. And I can say with certainty, it is a perfectly glorious day. Thank you.
In our preparation for our meditation time, you'll see inside on the bulletin, our thoughts, our prayers. Let's do it 2 times. Okay?
Our thoughts are prayers, and we are always praying. Our thoughts are prayers. Listen to what you're saying. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and know that God is always there. And every thought becomes a prayer. Our thoughts are prayers, and we are always praying. Our thoughts are prayers. Listen to what you're saying. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and know that God is always there. And every thought becomes a prayer.
Now it is time to quiet our minds. It's time to put aside anything that is troubling you. It is time to free ourselves. Jesus said, "Peace I give to you. My peace I give to you." At this moment, the only thought that we need is we are loved. We are loved with an abiding love that has no end. We are asked to be gentle with ourselves. Know that you are the light of the world. Breathe in the peace and love of God. We breathe in this love and we let go of anything that weighs us down. We know the Christ light guides us. And now, let us spend a time in the silence. Dear ones, know that God's love is deep within us. God's love is deep in us, ever satisfying our soul. God's love heals and God's love strengthens us. And we are whole. And carry with you, wherever you go and wherever you are, that you are loved. And so it is. Now it is time for our offering.
Okay. As we take these gifts in our hands to bless them with love, let us realize the power we have to direct the flow of abundance into the lives of people everywhere. We dedicate these gifts to the intention of Unity Spiritual Center to be a presence, an influence for the highest good in the world. And so, let us say our affirmation together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I give and all that I receive.
Charles?
Now it is time to circle up, and we'll be singing the peace song.
Right now.
The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
And
That's the truth. So it is. May birthday. I have no idea. Happy birthday, dear friends. Happy birthday to you. No.
I want to tell everybody that May 8th is our dear Joni Verberkowitz' 100th birthday.
Oh, wow.
And even though she is on another plane, I'm sure that she will be celebrating because she talked about it.
She did.
For 30 years.
Thank you.
I want to
Can we do the
suggest.
second verse now?
No.
I want to
Blessing you now. God is blessing you. You're wonderful. God is blessing you now.
And because it is May, as I did on her 80th birthday, let's everybody wear hats. On May 8th. Well, May 8th is her birthday, that's a Friday, but that's Sunday.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, wear, men and women, everybody, wear hats.
May 8th is my dad's birthday too.
Okay.
Who was this one? He was still here.
I don't know.
Was anybody this one?
Let's just have some cake.
Just Joni Roberto. So cute, Joni.